The person who made a substantial difference in my career was a famous person. He was the late Speaker of the United States House of Representatives during the 1960s, John W. McCormick. My father was one of his aides in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And Speaker McCormick and his wife had no children, and my father became very close to him and Mrs. McCormick. And when the Speaker retired in 1970, although I had known him before, he and I became very close. As a college student and a law student, he was a frequent dinner guest at our home on Sunday evenings, and he had his own table at Jimmy's Harborside, which was the famous seafood restaurant on the harbor in Boston, and he frequently invited me and members of my family to dine with him. So we became close when he retired. Speaker McCormick recommended me for a number of summer jobs when I was in college and law school. He also recommended me for admission to law school. And he made a difference in my life primarily because he inspired me and gave me confidence to believe in myself. And it was amazing to me that this person who was at one point a heartbeat away from the presidency gave me unconditional love and confidence. He recommended me for my first post-law school job as a law clerk in the bankruptcy court in Massachusetts. I had 2 job offers when I left law school, and one was as a public defender and one was as a law clerk in the bankruptcy court, and I chose bankruptcy, and that has been my specialty for the last 44 years. When I was a law clerk in the bankruptcy court in 1978, in the building that was named after him, the John W. McCormick Post Office and Courthouse, I would often have lunch with the Speaker. I would see him in the halls, and I was often running to court with law books in my hand, and I would encounter him. The background is that when I was in law school during one of our dinners where we were talking about constitutional law and the rule of law, Speaker McCormick announced to my entire family, "Joan, young lady, I'm not going to call you Joan anymore. I'm going to call you Judge. You're going to become a judge." And from then on, he called me Judge. So when I would see him in the John W. McCormick Post Office and Courthouse, he would wave to me when he saw me coming, "Hello, Judge. Come on into my office, let's have lunch." Or, "Hello, Judge, you're late for court, you better run." And one time there was a group of young male assistant United States attorneys, and they observed him waving at me, saying, "Hello, Judge." And I continued to run with my law books to court, and I heard them say quietly, "Well, the old man's really lost it now, calling her Judge." So that's one of my favorite stories. When I was in law school in the mid-1970s, only 10% of the class were women. And women were treated differently in the law back then. You know, fortunately now 50% of the law school graduates are women, but women were a distinct minority then, and law professors treated women differently. The male law students, who were primarily white male students, treated women and differently. And his moniker for me gave me the confidence to inspire me to deal better with that misogyny that was the law school climate at the time. And it also gave me the confidence to know that somebody really important believed in me. It's essential that everyone have at least one mentor and sponsor to guide you, to consult with you, to advise you. I think it's preferable to have a number of mentors, sponsors, and advisors.